Hey guys, what's up? It's Amber and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. And if you are new here, you should definitely subscribe. So for today's video, I am so excited. Per usual, I'm excited for every video I film, but isn't that how it should be? That is the real question. So anyway, I was actually just at the store. I was at the drugstore. I was at Walmart, and I happened to be strolling through the makeup aisle as I do. I happened to come across this Real Techniques beauty sponge. I knew Real Techniques had a lot of brushes and, you know, just like a lot of cool makeup tools. I've never tried any makeup tools by Real Techniques. I need to buy a new beauty sponge, and I was considering buying a new beauty blender. Then I was kind of like, okay, well maybe I'll buy the Morphe sponge. Then I saw this and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video comparing these and see how this works. So this was under $5, which is insane, and this is $19, I believe. It was $19 when they first came out. It might even be more now, maybe less, I have no idea. Let me actually look that up because that's probably something I should know for this video. The beauty blender retails for $20 now, and the Real Techniques beauty sponge is $4.99. $20 versus $4.99 purchase lays on the line for this video. So if you guys want to see which one performs better, or if they perform the same, which one's more worth it, just keep watching. So I'm moving in a little closer. Got my cat ears on, of course. So I just went and wet both of the sponges. First initial thoughts, the Real Techniques feels still a lot more dense than the Beauty Blender. Like when the Beauty Blender is wet, it feels a lot more airy and cushiony, and this one feels really dense. So I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad. We'll see. So I think this side of the face is going to be Beauty Blender, this side is going to be Real Techniques. Hopefully I remember that. I'm first just going to be taking off the little bit of makeup that I do have on. I put on primer this morning, and also I put on some bronzer and eyebrows, but I'm going to keep my eyebrows and my mascara and stuff on, and I'm just going to take off whatever may be on my skin. I'm gonna be using all products that I regularly would use just so that I can see how it really works. I'm not gonna use any new products just in case. So yes, I'm gonna be taking my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This one is the Dewy and Smooth, and it's in the color Classic Ivory. I may need to mix it with something though, because it is a little light for me. If necessary, I might mix in a little bit of my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. And I'm almost out of this one. I'm gonna have to repurchase it soon, or repurchase a new drugstore foundation soon. Maybe I'll do a video on whichever one I choose. We'll see. I'm gonna take this on the back of my, actually, what am I doing? First, I'm gonna prime my face with my primer that I was just talking about. So I take like a pea-sized amount, and I focus it in my T-zone first, because that tends to be the spot that needs primer the most, because that tends to get the oiliest for me, so my foundation can slip off if my face is too oily. Also, I got a couple of comments, one specifically from my best friend Lulu, asking if I could slow down on tutorials because I tend to go a little fast, just because I try to take out all of that like downtime where there's not much talking, where it's just blending and blending and blending, because I always just assume people understand to blend for a long time. So I apologize. I will definitely leave more detail in my tutorials starting today. So I am taking my foundation on the back of my hand just so I can have like a little mixing palette in case I need to mix some of the darker foundation. I am going to go in with the Beauty Blender side first, just because that's the side I'm most comfortable with. I do deal with the Beauty Blender on a day-to-day basis, so I'm just gonna start with this just in case I do need to add a darker foundation shade in here. I can see how it goes on this side first. And this foundation actually matches my skin perfectly, but sometimes I do like my foundation to be a little bit darker, especially for the sake of pictures, because, you know, flashback is not fun in pictures, so I don't like to have too light of a foundation. I wish I could listen to music right now, but I will get copyright. And your girl can't afford any more copyright claims on my videos that are doing well, so yeah, we'll see. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my eyelid, but I only do that just if I have extra product on the sponge. I just put it on my eyelid, and I'm blending down my neck. Don't forget to blend down your neck, because we don't want our neck and our face to be two different colors. That ain't cute. Alright, so first impressions right off the bat. I mean, I always use the Beauty Blender, so I know that it usually works well with this foundation, but I do think I'm gonna mix just a little bit, like a tiny bit of this Infallible foundation, just to give me a little bit more color, because I just enjoy being a tan, bronzed young lady. I love how this side came out. I think it looks stunning. I think the coverage is amazing. Beauty Blender always works lovely. Moment of truth. I am about to start with the Real Techniques sponge. I'm just adding a little bit more foundation on my hand for the other side of my face. Adding a little bit of the Pro Matte in there. Now I'm taking my very wet Real Techniques sponge, grabbing some of this mixture and placing it all over my face. Yeah, it definitely feels weird because it's so dense. Like I can't really tell how I feel about it quite yet. But I mean, it looks like it's working. Of course, I haven't got like real up close and personal and looked yet. It does seem to be working, which is all we can really hope, right? I mean, I'm really rooting for Real Techniques because, like, for the sake of my budget. And I am using the pointy end for this. I guess I could try using this flat side and see how it works. It looks good. Like, I really feel like it looks really good so far. I'm impressed. We'll see though. I'm gonna take a really up close look in a second. And I don't feel like it absorbed too much of the product at all. It definitely left a little bit of a stain, but I don't feel like it absorbed like all of the product like brushes do sometimes. All right, let me see. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm really, really impressed with this actually. I'm cheating, I'm using it on my whole face now. All right, so now that my foundation is on, I'm gonna be putting on some concealer. This is really the only other step I use the Beauty Blender slash sponge for. So after this, I'll probably go off camera and just do my makeup how I normally would, but I'm just putting some concealer under my eyes, on my forehead, nose, Cupid's bow, and my chin. Looking real crazy. I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender side and just blend this bad boy out. Oh, I hope my scrunchie hasn't been wicked annoying this whole time. I'm gonna take that off. All right, so I'm gonna blend half of this out. My chin and my Cupid's bow. I'll do with the Beauty Blender. So now I'm gonna go in with the pointy edge on the Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just gonna blend in my concealer. Wow, I really like how this looks. I don't know, I just kind of feel like you can see my pores more on this side than you can on this side. So now I'm just gonna blend in the other half of my forehead, my nose. All right, so far I really am so impressed with the Real Techniques sponge. Like, I genuinely think I might use this from now on. I don't know, I'm like really impressed. So I think I'm gonna go on and do the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back on and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, and this is the finished result. I will zoom you guys in, show you a little bit closer, but final thoughts. This half of my face was done with Beauty Blender, and this half of my face was done with this Real Techniques beauty sponge that retailed for $4.99, under $5 right here. And I don't know, just looking in on it, I mean, I guess I can't really say this side's better because honestly, they both look equal in my opinion, but I'm just so impressed that this side was able to keep up with a Beauty Blender. Oh my god, I just left this drawer open. They definitely look equally as good in my opinion. I don't think that one looks better than the other, but you guys can be the judge of that, so just leave me comments down below with what you think. But yeah, that is it for my video. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, this retails for $4.99 in most drugstores. It could be fluctuated depending on where you are. Oh my god, just so unbelievably cheap. Definitely look out for the Real Techniques sponge. I think it did a phenomenal job. But anyway, that was it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will definitely do some more first impressions / comparing high-end versus low-end products. I love doing those kinds of videos because your girl's on a budget. So, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! If you move the camera, I'll kill you.
I love you.
I love you. Which side of my face do you think looks better?
They both look good. I don't know.
Good. I think so too. I think that one, this side I did with the $5 sponge, this side I did with the $20 sponge. There's no difference.
Yeah, I can't tell.
It's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.